Hi Kelsey, I'm taking a look at your project. Okay, so I'm glad you've got all your everything written out, because I know you said you were having laryngitis issues. So go ahead, and even though you don't see it when it plays, go ahead and still just go ahead and remove this. But you've got everything written out on your slides. Like, you've got a lot of text on your slides. Take that text out of there, because you're saying the same thing down here. And that's what's going to be in your narration. So make sure you take out all that text, put in more images, or put some bullet points here. So when you're giving us just some brief information about who he was. These are going to be two of the things that you're going to be talking about later. So you need to go into a lot more depth about what's in them, what was the social political commentary being made, what does he believe in, what did he stand for, what was his position in society, how did people view him. There's so much more information about William Godwin that needs to be in here about his work and his beliefs, and because he was extremely well known. In fact, because Mary Shelley dedicated her book to him, that's one of the reasons why, because she published it anonymously, but because she dedicated the book to her father, she had a lot of bad reviews on the content of the book, because there was a whole thing called the Godwinian school, where people who believed things the same way William Godwin did, a lot of people did not like him, did not like his political views. There was a lot going on with William Godwin. You need to have a lot more in here. This is obviously his personal life, and so that's fine. And more with his personal life. What needs to be in here is a whole lot more with what he believed, what his relationship with Mary was like. Mary Shelley, his daughter, right? Mary Godwin Shelley. Some people call her Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley, or Mary Wollstonecraft Godwin Shelley, or whatever. And then you stop. And so, you got through the first part. Obviously, the validating the influence, you don't really need it. It was her father. She was exposed to, his writings. She, that's just some brief, an easy one slide thing. But now you have to identify and analyze the offspring, and that is the biggest and the hardest part about this project. And so I'm not quite sure how to help you because you don't have it finished. Some things to think about with William Godwin are going to be the connections in the book. The more you know about William Godwin and what he wrote about and what he believed in, the easier it's going to be to see the connections in the book. So do more research on Godwin. When you kind of get that done, I think getting the last part of it done is going to be a lot easier. If you want to make an appointment to see me, if you get this finished and you want to make an appointment to see me to have me look at the whole thing, I'd be happy to do that. But you have to come in and see me. I'm not going to, make another video. So I also posted a video in the announcements that kind of talks about all the things that students tend to run into when they're working on their drafts with this particular project. And then don't forget, there's a lot of information, a lot of resources for you in the learning materials. So if you need anything, then please get a hold of me.